All right, back with you for Illinois in Focus Daily. Some tech issues ending the stream, but we're back live with you because I wanted to get you live Congresswoman Mary Miller's reaction to what is the latest concerning public safety and law enforcement enforcing federal immigration law. It is Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop, editor of the Center Square. Congresswoman, after some technical issues here, I think we've got this sorted out now. Thanks again for joining us this morning with a busy schedule and your thoughts on where we're at in the issue of public safety and federal immigration enforcement.
It's really unbelievable. President Trump is doing it. Pritzker is doing the exact opposite. J.B. Pritzker says it's unlawful to defend our agents and our communities, but perfectly lawful to shield violent criminal aliens. It's really unbelievable.
Congresswoman, you've got this lawsuit, obviously, and it could lead to a temporary restraining order. How could that possibly impact federal law enforcement enforcing federal immigration law in Chicago? We've seen the clashes in Broadview. We've seen the protests grow and grow. But if the National Guard can't go and protect federal property and personnel, even if it's a temporary restraining order, how do you think that's going to impact the streets of Chicago?
Well, if they have to withdraw, it'll be terrible for the streets of Chicago. We have to have justice, and these people have to be arrested. These illegal aliens need to be deported. These are the worst of the worst. We are talking pedophiles, child abusers, gang members, armed robbers, gun runners. But President Trump is not going to tolerate lawlessness. He will make sure cities are safe and secure. And he has been enduring lawfare his first term and now again. So I think we'll have to wait and see. It depends on the judge because they're all over the place. So we'll have to wait. But it is unbelievable and unacceptable.
Congresswoman, we've heard a lot of interesting rhetoric the past, some may say 10 years, others may say, 10 weeks. And even yesterday, we heard terms thrown around like, Congressman Chuy Garcia saying that the Trump administration is waging war on Chicago. He says that people need to stand up and resist and fight. You've got Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson saying that Republicans want to rehash the Civil War. How is that impacting the national conversation here?
Yes, they're comparing ICE to Nazi Germany, and it does have consequences. They're dehumanizing the ICE men and women who are really heroes and deserve our applause and gratitude, deserve thanks. So anybody that's listening that's in Chicago, if you see them, be sure to thank them. But, they're trying to stir up violence. I believe they lost the election. J.B. Pritzker got 200,000 less votes than President Trump. Perhaps he's jealous. We know he wants to run for president, and they have failed policy. So I think they're trying to stir up chaos, and it's all about ideology and power for them. It's not about the safety of the people of Illinois.
Congresswoman Mary Miller with us live here, and I've got to go a little bit further with just the idea of the rhetoric being used here. I mean, the Pritzker administration, even Governor Pritzker yesterday, saying it's ICE that's provoking people. He says simply, enforcing immigration law, people don't like it in Illinois, and he says it's abhorrent and encourages people to film and to be there to witness what ICE is doing. So when it comes to the issues of enforcing immigration law, how should those who oppose that conduct themselves?
Well, it's a serious thing to call someone a liar, but I am calling J.B. Pritzker and Brandon Johnson liars. They are not protecting the people, and plus, they're completely violating our laws. The federal laws trump their stupid sanctuary laws. And Illinois, they're forcing the Illinois taxpayers to pay up $2.5 billion at least on migrant care, but just the cost to human life. Like, The quality of life is disintegrating in Chicago. Chicago's a great city with so much potential, but just the Magnificent Mile, so many businesses have closed, which impacts the economy up there and economic opportunities. But also, how about the families of victims here? And I've talked to some of them. Not one Democrat in Illinois has reached out to the victim of illegal crime.
Congresswoman, some other things going on, obviously. It's not just public safety issues and the potential use of the Illinois National Guard and the Texas National Guard to assist in, fighting crime in Chicago. You've also got the government shutdown going on. The White House says it's the Democrats' shutdown. You've even got it plastered on some of the federal agency websites. But Democrats say it's the Republican shutdown. As a Republican, where did this all stem from and what needs to happen here?
Well, it's in their court. The ball's in their court. We voted to keep the government open, and this is a Democrat disaster. There is nothing to negotiate. Again, the Democrats are lying. They want Medicaid benefits for millions of illegal aliens. They want to spend $1.5 trillion in new spending. They want to roll back our rescissions on outrageous abuse of taxpayer dollars. They want to fund left-wing media, and we are not going to have it. So the ball is in their court.
Congresswoman Mary Miller with us. Obviously, we'll see where that budget shutdown goes. Should the Trump administration find deficiencies after that set certain amount of time to maybe, trim the size of the federal government if this continues to be a protracted partial shutdown?
Well, President Trump's a winner. He always finds a way to win. Like I said before, if he gets he makes lemonade. So sadly, real people are being hurt by this shutdown, and it's all to please the far left agenda. But while we're shut down, if we can shrink the federal government, President Trump should do it. I believe he will do it with the help of Russ Vogt. And I think the American people want it. They want federal government. They want transparency and accountability, and we have not had it.
Congresswoman Mary Miller, greatly appreciate you taking the time and working through these technical issues to get your side here on these very important issues impacting taxpayers here in the state of Illinois and across the country. We'll definitely be talking again in the near future, all right? Be safe out there.
Thank you. You too.
It is Illinois in Focus Daily each and every weekday morning here with the Center Square, and you can get the podcast where you get podcasts. Just go to thecentersquare.com.